Hey everyone, what's up, beautiful souls? Um, yeah, so today I'm trying something new. I'm learning to be more open. So, based off a suggestion that I have from one of my subscribers on YouTube, I'm now building like a following. I'm excited that more people are have an interest in what I have to say. So let's get right into it. So this stream is all about unveiling my uncharted journey, finding my voice in the noise. So, yeah. So, hi again. It's fire because I stay bringing that heat. And yes, and that's or to love, peace, and hair grease. And remember to be kind and gentle to yourself. And I'm thrilled to share something. Oh, these notes. Okay, it's stop. Okay, and I'm thrilled to share something that's been on my mind lately. Um, Over the past 2 years, I embarked on a journey of sharing my life and thoughts on social media. I'm not exactly a social media sensation yet, but I will be in that order. But what's even more intriguing is that I started to gain followers who genuinely seem interested in what I have to say. Yet, even as I start to gain some attention, I still often feel like an unheard, unseen, and misunderstood voice in the vast sea of social media. It's a unique dynamic. Sometimes I'm a bit shy, and at other times I found myself struggling to pick up on the subtle cues in the moment. But I'm on a quest to unravel a lot, having been through a lot of life challenges for the longest of time. Um, I didn't even, there was a time where I didn't even trust myself. Um, the desire for self acceptance and the freedom to be true to self has been a driving force. Discovering the concept of boundaries and standards was like a real game changer. Um, a revelation that came into my life in July of 2021, because I quickly found out that fat meat ain't greasy, and not all people are kind and gentle and are not who they say they are to be, and put on this facade to cover up their insecurities. And I know with me, I live boldly. I'm very vulnerable. I'm an open book. I have none to hide, because like my goal is to be my best self, to be better than I was like the day before. And like I still remember this thing that I learned from my fourth grade teacher, Miss Lloyd. If you out there, Miss Lloyd, hey. But it goes good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good become your better and your better become your best. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. And I know for like a long time I always wanted to be accepted, because like what happened to me at the age of 13 was very traumatic, and I feel like I didn't have the community or the support system that like I needed. So now I have those life experiences. I'm withdrawing, going to hibernation as winter is coming, and just like continue to focus on me and build to become like the person that I need to be for me. Yeah. So before July of 2021, before then, I had no boundaries to speak of, and I was a perpetual people pleaser with occasional relapses. Closure finally found its way to me, and it paved the path for my growth. I'll be the first to admit that I can be demanding in particular. I have a bit a touch of the younger child syndrome, the youngest child, the youngest sibling syndrome, whatever you want to call. My mom called me a spoiled brat. I just say like I'm one of a kind, and I let her know all the time that I'm the golden child. So yeah, you can say I'm a my way or the highway kind of person, not always the easiest to be around. I've learned to cope with my feeling of being unheard by ensuring that people grasp my perspective. Love and friendship, once a paramount, something really dear to my heart, have taken like currently like a back seat because like I see myself entering into a phase in existence where I want to get over, where I just don't care, like I don't give a f, and I feel like I'm entering into that phase now because like I try with human. I am a loner at nature. I like my peace, and I really do enjoy people, but people who are bold in who they am and who they are, and they don't care about the status quo, and they just free. Those are my soul tribes, and it took me to now to like realize that. So now I find fulfillment in mutual understanding and respect for those I once held dear to my heart. My exclusive focus have shifted to building and creating the unknown, um, embracing a bit of delusion has become my way of retaining sanity in a world that often feels inaccessible. In these 2 years, something fascinating has emerged. I'm slowly but surely gaining a following, and people are intrigued by what I have to say. One individual even provided me with suggestions for video topics, which took me by surprise. It's it's incredible to realize that there are those who genuinely want to know more about me beyond my struggle, because like I feel like, and that's all I talk about, because I want people to understand me and what happened to me. It was like very like traumatizing, and I mean my mom did the best she could with what she knew, but there was time where I was felt like a walking corpse, gasping for air, and like I didn't know which day would be my last, and I just wanted someone to remember me, to hear my story, to pass on if I didn't make it to like the next day. And so a lot of people tell me like I overshare, I'm an overthinker, but like I come to realize like those people really don't care about my story or care about my voice or don't want to hear what I say. So like it's not that like I care like anymore. I'm still gonna talk my stuff, and if they don't want to hear it, I just find ways to annoy them, to get on their nerves, because I do have the youngest child syndrome. It's my mama's fault, but But yeah, and for people to be intrigued by what I have to say. One individual even provided me with suggestions for video topics, which took me by surprise. It's incredible to realize that there are those who genuinely want to know more about me beyond my struggles. It's a scenario reminiscent of a problem I faced during my time at art school. The question of who are you designing for? Back then, it was challenging to see why I should care about others' needs when it so often felt like nobody cared about mine. This journey has deep roots stemming from a pivotal moment in my life when I was 13 years old. I was walking home from an after school program when a life altering incident occurred despite having the right of way. A car ran a red light and struck me. I was catapulted through the air, landing on the hood of a vehicle and being carried across the intersection from 101st to 103rd and Halsted. The impact of that event still reverberates throughout my life today, shaping my perspectives, determination, and the way I navigate this world. It's a story that has driven me to this point where I discovered an audience that share my experience and insight. As we move forward, I want to dive deeper into this journey together, sharing our thoughts, experience, and insights. I'm eager to connect with you, so let's continue this conversation. And like one thing before like I head out that like I want to like say like what was like extremely hard for me while like I overshare and like I'm like an open book and I tell like all my business. I'm getting better at it. I'm learning boundaries. But it was because like I felt like I never had a break, that I had to face everything head on. Um, Especially like after like my accident, and it was a lot. And I think what like hurted me the most is that like my family didn't even realize that I have to like pass the exact spot where I got hit every single day for about like 17 years of being like a traumatic brain injury survivor. And the fact that no one like ever to remember or celebrate the anniversary of my car accident, and it felt like everyone forgot about me and that I didn't matter. um but then when I asked and I inquired like, hey, why we don't like celebrate this like day, they said because they almost lost me. And then like I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, but how do you think that day made me feel, that no one acknowledged it, no one remember it? And then it wasn't until like I got my own apartment 2 years that like I have to have compassion for them, because especially what's going on in the world today with the current migrant issues that's happening in Chicago and other cities um, within the United States, with everything happening with Palestine. I send healing energy and balance to those people. The erasure of Black history in America. Do you have like all these like gender wars and all these issues about like the trans, and it's like the oppression Olympus, and I'm so over it. Like I'm just at the point like I really don't care. I just want to like focus, like because I'm finally at a place where like I have more brain function, that I feel like me again. I don't feel like a foreigner to my own body, to my own existence. And it's taken me time to get used to, because like this whole year I've been working on unmasking and knowing and I finally had to realize that the left side of my body is semi paralyzed. I have chronic illness and I have multiple neurological disabilities, and I be extra hard on myself. I don't give myself enough grace, and I think I had to be on top of everything because, like, when I was asking for help and asking for assistance, people just look at me crazy, and I decided, like, if I don't learn to do things on my own and to be self-sufficient, that I'm going to be left behind. And I refuse to be that. I refuse to be just like a hopeless soul on the street singing I woulda coulda sugars, like this could have happened. Like, no, I am a dreamer, and like, which is why I'm currently in a situation that I'm in. But like, I'm not holding back because there's countless like examples out there. Even though like I feel some type of way about Tyler Perry's work, his movies, and his aesthetics that's rooted in like trauma bonding and codependency and on this richness of what blackness is, on this monolithic version of blackness, and how he depict black women in his films. Like, yeah, Buzz. I have nothing but respect for that man because he built $1 billion empire off of his dreams of being faithful to his vision and not giving up no matter what nobody have to say. Even now, when people try to provide him with criticism, he don't care. He was like, he know his audience and he do that. And I can do nothing but respect that. And that's like how, like, I feel like I had to come from, because like it is like even though I'm like physically I was born 32 years ago, like I'm 32, but like my car accident happened in 2004, and it was like I was being reborn again. So it is kind of like I'm only like 19, and like I'm having to do everything like as an adult, and then also learn. It's so much all at once, and it's been very hectic. But I'm now at a place where I fully understand my neurodivergency, the complex, the highs and lows to it, and like I'm now able to. I built a system to make it work, and I'm no longer on high alert thinking that I need to do everything on my own, and that there are people out there that want to help me. So like yeah, I feel like I'm really getting in tune in my empress energy and just going with the flow, but being real like balanced with that. Because like growing up, all I seen is people arguing and fighting, and that's something that I don't want to be. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to have no regrets. I don't want to be put in a grave 6 feet under with so much in me lost that I didn't express. But I know I'm finally giving myself grace and understand the fact that I done more than enough. Like I facilitated my own disability expo, even though it wasn't the best, but I did it. I created a beta app last year. My first part of my film was at Carnegie Hall. I had two Pepperdine University courses taught taught about my research and work. I helped produce community art festivals, exhibitions, films, and so much more. And I'm a 18-year plus traumatic brain injury survivor. Like, I was supposed to be dead or be paralyzed from the neck down. I mean, the left side of my body is semi paralyzed, but I'm doing a damn good job. And I would I would not allow other people's thoughts and feelings dictate my reality anymore. Like, I'm now off to living my best life in that order. Yes, 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 beautiful people.